We were talking earlier in the program about sticky inflation, and Canadian consumers often get frustrated when they are shopping these days. Grocery stores are often ground zero for frustrated shoppers, and many of the grocery industry players have been in the headlines facing a lot of backlash. And yet, when it comes to the actual business performance and the stock market's opinion of these companies, you've got Loblaw as a stock that has been doing terrific. It's had a great year so far. It's easily outpacing the TSX. We want to talk a little bit more about that disconnect. Sylvain Charlebois is director of the Agri-Food Analytics Lab at Dalhousie University. It's great to see you in person.
Nice to see you as well, John.
And, you know, look, this is I guess it's a bit of a balancing act for any company that is on the front lines of consumer frustration.
Yeah.
But what's your general sense of what's happening in the grocery sector right now, sort of how they're navigating that?
Right now, you're still looking at a very frugal consumer. Consumers are very careful with how they spend their money. They have to spend more on shelter, clearly. And so in the latter part of 2023, we saw, again, consumers spending less on food per capita in Canada. And now things have stabilized, and that's why we're hearing the president of Empire, Michael Medline, saying that we're starting to see a shift from discounting to regular shopping. We don't see that right now. It's going to take a while before we see a more normalized food demand in Canada per se. So I think grocers are still very careful. If you look at Loblaw, for example, they've made many conversions to discount stores in the last 12 months.
So that's the key, that they have a range of offerings, and it's almost like different levers.
Some grocers have more options than others, and Loblaw's, they have lots of options, which is why their stock is up 30% in the last 12 months.
I guess the question is, you know, should you face backlash if you create diversification in your business?
Well, not exactly. That's what you need right now in Canada, because we often think of Canada as this one homogeneous market, but there are variations across the country. And Loblaw's, I would say Loblaw's network is pretty complete. And I would say, I mean, Walmart is also doing very well in Canada. Also, as a grocer, it sells for what, $18-19 billion worth of food. It's still doing quite well.
So on that front, because sometimes you hear in Ottawa, they'll say we want more competition in the industry. Literally, one of the most dominant retailers in the world is operating here at a competitive level on grocery prices. So I guess, you know, unless everyone is, you know, talking behind the scenes together, you look at the stats more than anybody. What is the truth about what consumers are paying when they go shopping right now?
Well, you mentioned Ottawa, and there's lots of politics in Ottawa, of course.
There certainly are, yeah.
We actually recently surveyed Canadians on food prices, asking them, we asked over 8,000 Canadians, how much do you think food prices have gone up in the last 4 years? Okay. The average answer, 78%. 78%. The truth
is what they thought.
That's what they thought.
Okay.
The reality, 21%. Since March 2020, when the pandemic started. So you have 78% versus 21%. That's the gap.
People think prices are went up 4 times as much as they actually did.
And that's why there's a lot of politics right now. Because in Ottawa, they're bringing in CEOs, asking them what's going on. But in reality, I mean, 21% is still a lot. Let's be honest here. But still, it's not 78%. So a lot of people out there are struggling, and they do feel that food prices are out of reach. And that's probably due to the fact that the cost of living has actually increased pressures in their lives. And so when they go to a grocery store, they have less to spend.
It's on the front lines, for sure, of that reality. And I guess for the retailers themselves, even if they don't feel ultimately that they're the cause of that frustration, it's bigger issues, that the prices have not gone up as much as people actually think. And they're trying to offer a range of different pricing options at different stores. They're still fighting a PR battle here. So is there more they could be doing to try to win over consumers, especially if there literally is quite a substantial disconnect versus your own survey findings there?
Well, for example, like last week with Loblaw, if you run a pilot with anti-theft devices,
right,
don't allow a media network to disclose what's going on. Be ahead.
So you're talking about this is a report. I think the CBC initially did the reporting here
Exactly.
about you go and you use those self-checkouts now, and you have to have a
explain to people what's going on. Quantify the problem of shoplifting. Not one grocer has actually quantified the problem in Canada. Where in the U.S. you've seen Target, you've seen many different retailers saying shoplifting is a big issue, but it's costing us so much, so we need to do something. That's something I would change for sure.
Okay.